Alright. Another night with some incredible Counter-Strike. Who's going to be tonight's soundtrack? I'm cutting it close. I think we just have to play it safe with the same one. I've not given myself enough time to pick a new musician. Not even got the game open. How well prepared are you? There we go, and we're on Nuke. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. And we have a veto as Chelios. Here's from the server. Don't even have most of the people in here. Slimy is in. Drox is the only one from ground zero. Just while we wait for everybody to load in. For the moment, we have news of the veto. Obviously, we're on Nuke to start. This is the map pick. Ground zero. Now, Ground Zero have already lost on Nuke this very event. 8-13, the hands of Mindfree 2 days ago. Ground Zero was not required to play yesterday because Flat Earth were not able to put a full team together. They were forfeit the match. The Ground Zero takes the pick of Nuke. Rooster, however, Overpass. Brand new map, has only been played once by Rooster, and they were successful. They won 13-5 against Dog at this very event. Unsurprising, it was this. So 13-5 did quite well there. And Inferno is going to be left over as a third. As we're just waiting for everyone to load in, we're getting there, it's gradual. Under the impression the pistol round is actually, which is not the game. But now we are. Slimy finding initial success in the ramp room. Cautious of Drox as the rest of round 0 pushing down. Misery successful, Terry picking up vision. Drox the last alive. Slimy was cautious of his position but has now fallen away. Drox currently looking at the wrong one. Sees him. No shots hit the target, but now the position is very known. Slimy up close, unsuccessful. Drox pushing and taken down by Terry. Rooster picks up first. And the second round is off. Full buy for ground 0 in terms of the money they have, and unfortunately that's only going to give them Tech 9. Majority outside in lobby. PZ is going to be lining up a flash. Line Terry quite well. One flash misses, and they're pushing out. Terry picks up one of Drox, deep covered by Chelios, and PZ tapping. Success eventually taken down by ASAP. Once again, Damo. Opposite side of ramp this time. Now he's on the side of the site, but without the bomb, there's not much he could do. He needs to make a recovery. Terry sees and picks. Misery closes on to Damo. Initial success out of Rooster here on the C2 side. Looks positive. Now back onto the pistols for ground 0. Full buy, almost. There's rifles now in the hands of Rooster. Vision's making some noise, and nade's going to be thrown by Misery. Pushes, gets the kill. Chelios and ASAP success outside. Brock's now climbing up to Silo. APOC picks up Misery. Is that a gun that he can retrieve? Would help claw ground 0 back into the round. Another onto Terry. Smoke now thrown, MP9 retrieved. It's not the gun that he wants. There is an M4 in there somewhere. And we found it. Unfortunately, it was on the enemy. Rocks in a 1v3 from Silo. They know exactly where he is on low HP. Flash has been thrown. Sees the head. And is shot in the back. ASAP with a 3k there. Apok looking to assistance. Three rounds now. Ground 0 have rifles. What can they do with them? We don't have an AWP on PZ like we would see, but Slimy's pushing forward in division. Drox picks up Slimy. Misery's close as well. Misery gets one, but coming behind is Damo. The A site now given over to ground 0. There's an AWP tagged as the bomb goes down. Molotov Heaven. Holds off the push from there, and Damo onto Chelios. What a shot. As a Molotov rings out from Heaven. Terry is spotted. Are they aware there's another falling back? Is the save call made? ASAP in garage seems so. Ground Zero are going to pick up their first round here. Damo could struggle to get away with his life. 10 HP, very low. There was a CT in the T-spawn. Now would be the time to peek, but there's not. 3-1 in favor of Rooster. But there's still rifles for Rooster, so they're down, but they're not out. Bomb plant helps, but obviously the kills now help DP side. As fast outside presence from Chelios with the AWP could be a dangerous play, but it's not expected by Damo. The initial aggression lost out. The rest of Ground Zero pushing through. Trophy room has been spotted. Terry falling back, break the window. And they're comfortable now. They've made good ground. Low push from PZ. Terry isolated at the moment. Misery trying to catch up, but Terry successful. Drops the bomb. Picks up another. PZ on a Misery and finally taken down. Behind him, Vision picks up Terry. And ASAP, 16 HP in a 1v2 here. Now has the bomb. A lot of noise has been made. Climbing from single. Chelios behind. Picks up Vision. As a tech pause has now been called. And we're back. Tech pause called. Was a bit of struggle. But we are back. 4-1 to Rooster. Still got rifles for Ground Zero and a Molotov that's failed outside. Easy, still yet to pick up the ball, but if you can remember the previous games, Easy's not been very successful with his AWP. As ASAP now picks up 2. As another pushes through, Drox catches him with a Tech 9 and another on Misery. Falls back to the Gorillas. PZ picks up Heaven. There's only one more on the A side. Is isolated. Gets one. Traded by PZ. The bomb's returned. The AWP is all that remains. Minute left on the... Plenty of... Bush is going to be down ramp. Back up through the Heaven. It's not He's looking, but he's not vulnerable. Bombs down on A. Chelios is aware. There's only one down in the site. PZ up in heaven. Won't swap to the M4 for the moment. Shots rung out. PZ now aware. Holding the push. Sees him. Knows he is in the single door. Flashes. Falling back. Chelios sees him. But ultimately is going to be running for his life, trying to make the save. PZ not going to be able to catch him out, but Vision maybe. Is aware, is unsuccessful. Chelios gets away with the AWP. Vision not with his life. Order 2 here for Rooster. Even getting away with the AWP, there's nothing that you can buy around it. Money at the moment for Rooster. Heading into the 7th round. Damo is going to be moving down quick into Secret. As ASAP is holding. APOC looking to move as well. Vision holding back. Slimy anxious of the heart. Or have made it down to Secret. A nade throw does good damage to ground 0. Terry sits on the other side of double door. Chelios looking at Secret, nothing to find, and APOC pushes out, gets Terry. ASAP trades onto Damo. Call has been made that they're going to be B, but they're falling back. Are they going to go quick up through vent? Noise has been made. CTs have heard. Slimy gets one, traded by PZ. In a 3v2 now. Rooster. On the post plant. Still the AWP in play. They've picked up one AK. Still a P250 to go. Misery is going to be taking on Vision. Successful. 3v1. Last player alive is PZ in the lobby. Sees the nade. Pre-fires. Doesn't work. Flashes is known. Flashes himself. Very clever. And they're on the defuse. Held by Misery. PZ gets one. And it's successful. Is he going to run into the AWP? No, but he's going to get the wall bang, though. Chelios taking down the last that Ground 0 had. And an incredible eco that it was. Played to perfection. As we have one AK now on the side of Ground 0. Going quick. Chelios misses the shot. Falls back quick, but he's going to be met very quickly. APOC through Secret quickly. Now with the AWP. Now they have an AWP and an AK. Ground 0 here in a good position. Bomb making its way. Slimy gets one. APOC holding with the AWP, looking at behind. Will be met with Slimy's M4 as the bomb now goes down. Bomb has been planted. Post plant now. Rooster, they've done it before. Can they do it again? 2 is going to be pushing APOC with the AWP. Sees the barrel, sees the body. A slow push from Terry. Misery getting 1, getting 2 ASAP. The AWP now in a 1v2 and is unable to convert. Misses the shot. And with no ammo left anyways. Rooster will be getting the defuse. And another successful round. The AWP and the AK carried over. A little bit of money in the back pocket for Ground Zero now. Still not too much for Rooster. Number 9 we go. PZ, the sole player outside, is going to be hearing Ace up close, but is burning in the fire. Down to 20 HP. Misery picks up Damo, rocks onto ASAP. A lot of noise through lobby. As the round slows down. 4 on 4 still, but a lot more damage has been dealt to Ground Zero. Misery flashing through. Chelios on the AWP going up to heaven. And a smoke thrown. Expecting A it seems, but the T's not making a whole lot of moves. Smokes rain out. Flashes to Chelios, successful onto PZ. Slimy flashed. Gonna be met with APOC. Vision swinging wide. Gets Slimy. APOC on a Misery. Chelios with the AWP from heaven rings through. A great nade brings APOC down to 18 HP. And a miss shot from Chelios means that Drox gets the kill and follows up on a Terry. Another clutch round. This time in the favor of the terrorists. Ground Zero, 3-6. And the CT's now dropped to a bit of an eco round. Drox quick onto Silo. The scout's taken out, and that's really the only rifle they had. Can the Deagle of Terry do anything? Not in Rampant one, as he falls away. Through Secret, the T's are going to try and push. Not much stopping them. The bomb on the back of PZ, but Terry will be there to meet him eventually. As the majority of Rooster reside on the A side. As a Molotov rains out, that's going to push Terry away through the double door. Sound is going to be heard. Falling back onto ramp. Under ramp. But they're not happy. Going back out Secret. Just as Rooster have started to rotate through ramp, they're going to be turning back around as they're going to be up for another retake. The site pretty clear, but Misery in the corner gets 2 with the 5-7. Slimy with another on division. PZ eventually taking out Misery after he's successful with 2. PZ, aware that there's something happening upstairs in the heaven, makes the decision to go through vent. ASAP follows quickly. The bomb's going to go down, but APOC miles away. Not even in ramp yet. Does catch out Slimy, brings it to a 2-on-2, but with 31 HP, PZ has a lot to do. A good start onto ASAP. Terry caught out in the middle, picks up 1, 2 HP left. And with no money and nothing to say, it looks that APOC doesn't want to hang around, but Terry's sticking. Nothing that can be done. The only thing that can be done is that Deagle gets taken away, and eventually it does, but the round does go to Rooster. This is the third defuse, the third successful retake in the last 4 rounds. Pushing out. Misery on 2 again. Chelios with the orb from heaven. The big green back in his hand. ASAP on the vision. PZ falls quick and easy. A strong lead coming through for Rooster. Not going to have a massive buy here in the final round of the half. Our ground 0. Rooster. Plenty of money to put into it. A full kit. And a full belt. Diffuse kits in hand, just in case we need another retake. But Misery heads outside. Chelios deep in garage with the big green. Misery quick again onto Damo. ASAP another outside. The bomb is down, but Drox claws one back. Chelios rings in with the AWP, one more. PZ onto Slimy. A nade's going to be thrown. That could catch up PZ, and it does. Don't even need to see him to kill him. Misery, 16-4. 16-8. That's 9-3 at the end of the half. On their opponent's map pick. Does not get much better than that. Not too long before we're straight back into it. Rooster, very successful CT pistol round. Picking up 2 more after that. They're going to be quick into the ramp room. 4 of them push. There's one. He's dead. And they're straight back up to heaven. Damo has something to say about it. He's not happy. Chelios. On to APOC. Damo, another one. 2-on-3 retake here. As ASAP, looking down on Damo, brings us to a 10th. Round 0, putting all they can into this round to try and stop Rooster. Easy with a scout, what can be done with it? Harry, quick into trophy. ASAP, quick secret, quick down secret. PZ. That's what we needed to see. The T's are now moving quicker. Checking their corners. Pushing through the back of B. APOC falling back now. Going the long way through hut. As the bomb goes down for Rooster. Might want to hurry that along. As a retake is now required. A Molotov thrown. They're both close. Famas and Galil. Not having much luck there with the Mac 10, but Chelios is with the Galil. And how do you like that? 2v4, absolutely blindsided. The MAC-10, perfect distraction down ramp. They didn't see the Galil. They didn't check for the Galil. And from the desk, from behind the desk, the Galil rings out. 13 to 11. It's looking dire here for ground zero on their map pick. Didn't have much success with it earlier in the series, earlier in the event, and not having much with it now. The dink comes through onto the FAMAS. How's that for unlucky? Your back is against the wall. It's the one rifle that you've got in this round. And through a wall, you're dinked. You can't even come out now. Fire onto APOC. Terry with a quick one onto PZ. The MP9's getting a little bit excited there. Is spotted and is dead. Terry onto Vision. Now the only thing we've got left is that one FAMAS. The FAMAS that from the beginning of this round is all but crippled. Pushing through onto Slimy. Surely, if he takes a few more steps, Slimy's going to get him, and Slimy does. $12 to 3. Monstrous effort required from ground zero to bring this back. Do we think they've got it in them? Think they could do it? I sure don't. Positive signs though, PZ is having a lot better a game than he did yesterday. Just unfortunately, he's not had the big green, the AWP, the AWP to shine. Same setup. 3 MP9s, a FAMAS, and a Scout. Pushing through Vision is unsuccessful. One of the MP9s with a Scout is deep in ramp. PZ, can he do anything with it? Pushing through his Terrier, shot rings out. He's heard. He's aware. Slimy onto Drox coming behind. Damo, the FAMAS doing something this time around. PZ missing his shot. Terry falling back, cautious of the FAMAS, and it is successful. An AK can be retrieved for ground zero. And a Galil. Upgrades. Upgrades, people upgrades. Noise being made on the B side. ASAP. Maybe trying to draw people away. He doesn't have the bomb, but it does go down. On to A. Another 3-on-3. Damo is low. All pushing from one way. FAMAS is spotted. PZ sees him. Hits the shot, but doesn't convert. APOC coming through. Gets one. Misery trades. And Misery closes. 13 to 3 here for Rooster on the map pick of ground zero. It's not looking good. Now we head to overpass. And it looks like we're going live. And there you go. Not particularly skewed in any way, shape, or form. The ground zero, or house bets, do get the pistol rounds. I mean the knife rounds. Expectedly so. And we're live. Rooster was successful on Nuke 13-3. And we are off. Going to be seeing a push through to the B site. They're in Monster. Nades on APOC. Prepped and ready. You can see there's 4 he could be going into. Not a whole lot of action at the moment. The T's sitting in Monster. Smoke prepped. And shots ring out. Drox is successful on a Misery as flashes come through. Bit of a hold up there as Terry picks up Damo. There's one in the crates. They're aware. ASAP picks up Drox. Rotates are coming through from the CTs. Still a 3-on-4 at the moment. Misery the only one to fall. And the T's are starting to fall back. Coming through water now. APOC finds one. Still a bit of action in Monster. Not down and we're not out. He has the door open, jumps it, sees maybe what the call is. Terry's pushing. And ASAP picks up APOC. 2-on-4 now for the CTs. Vision from heaven. Spotted, but what can he do? There's 2. Chelios taking damage, but PZ ultimately falls. Vision the last one from the heaven and falls to the hand of ASAP. Pistol round once again for Rooster. And a bit of a light buyer coming out from Rooster. Double scout though. Damo and PZ have something they want to say about it. Drox with a Molotov prepped. Not a whole lot of action happening over that way. Terry. So with a minute to play, pushing through mid, past Fountain, reuniting with the rest of the team inside the bathrooms. And the push onto A happens. ASAP picks up the first onto PZ. Vision falling back onto B. Molotov is thrown. Teaser pushing through. Chelios is successful. Drox takes out Misery. Slimy returns the blow. The bomb goes back down on B as the scout rings out from the heavens. Slimy takes care of one of those as Chelios comes behind and the terrorist cleans up. This overlay, very behind. Taken down by ASAP. Slimy and ASAP picking up. Terry picks up another one. And very quickly here in a 5-on-1 demo, the remaining CT player in the fountain is taken down by Slimy. And another 3-round pickup here from Rooster before ground 0, able to have much of a say here. Do have a full buy coming out for them. And we're going to be having the AWP. Keeping watch. CT's jumping across. Can they say anything? Unfortunately not. ASAP cautious of the bathroom. Terry sits and waits. Easy still without an AWP. Didn't see much of that on Nuke at all. He's trying to get a jump spot, nade in hand. The AWP rings out across the map. Nades a thrown A by Chelios. Looks like a bit of a fake as he jumps back A with the AWP. Noise evaded. His teammate doesn't share the same plan. Nades ring out through B as they push through. Drox successful into Misery. Terry picks up, trades. APOC with another. Shuts down that push very quickly. Vision takes out the AWP of Chelios. ASAP now left in a 1v3. 5 seconds remaining. Not much he can do, but he picks up one of the Vision. Without the bomb, though, what can he do? And I think he died just after the clock there. So ASAP, not going to have much round. Not much money from that round. Ground 0, much like the first game map of Nuke. 3 rounds and they're successful. Pretty good spread from both teams. More action towards A for Rooster. Maybe a bit more towards B for Housebats. But Chelios watching the long angle. Misery up close in the bathrooms. Does have an M4 on the other side of that, which is successful onto ASAP, but Misery claims back. Chelios rotated around. The AWP's going to be holding a long angle, throwing a few nades onto the site, looking deep, spots the barrel, gets the wallbang onto PZ. His AWP taken down, and the nade picking up the both of them. Nothing can be said from the AWP of PZ as Rooster push onto the site. A return blow, but their nade not quite as successful. Chelios on the truck, looking down through bank. Smoke thrown dumpster. Slimy falls back to care long. Housebats want nothing to do with it. They want their guns. They want to keep their guns. Misery wants to take their guns. Won't be successful, however. And the fourth round goes to Rooster. And little money on the side of Housebats is going to make a second round difficult. As I say that, I've only looked at the money and not the fact that they've already bought. That's not good. Fairly strong buy comes out from Housebats, making it slightly likelier that they're going to be able to find some more success here on the 6th round. ASAP, a bit of an early tag. Vision's tucked away. 3 players reside outside the monster position. Not too keen to push it yet, but a nade will take 3 damage off Misery. A Slimy making distance on Fountain. No action from Long. Chelios still with an AWP makes. Rotate through CT as ASAP tagged up slightly more once again. Dead by the hand of Vision. The rotate call has been made to go A. Maybe not the right one as Terry picks up PZ. Maybe with his back slightly turned. Chelios shot and a miss. There's a flash out for APOC. We know there's one more on the B site. Flash had to come from somewhere. Came from the MP9, eventually getting picked up by Misery. Brox is gone. 2v4 here. Damo holding down the A site. Comes a 2-on-2, falls back long. The bomb has to go down. Counter-terrorists win. But with no one having it, not going to happen. Four to 2 now, still in favor of Rooster. And Vision through the door onto ASAP. Misery making a gain. Up through the fountain. As CT's pushing back off long. Back through to the A site. Smoke is thrown to delay. Easy onto Misery. Traded, but Damo claws back. Chelios making use of the AK. Hasn't got the AWP now. But they're going to be pushing Vision tucked in close here. Are they going to be expecting it? Unfortunately, they're not. And he's going to pick up the both of them. A round desperately needed by House Bets and has been converted. Save round for Rooster. Power in numbers. Looking to be the play. They're all very close together. PZ breaks that apart. ASAP dead early without even a shot fired. APOC taking out Misery, but not with ease. Down to 24 HP there on the B site. Gotta still be cautious of the AWP here on A. Long angles are a very popular thing on this side, but Slimy's caught a timing onto PZ. Could be caught with his back turned. And that's actually Damo, not the AWP. So a quick and easy round converted without a single body lost. More importantly, without a single gun lost. All the money is retained. Checking out the gun, Slimy. Let's see what it can do. Making the quick rotate onto B. They've got the sight. Now they've got the side. Vision is dead. AWP onto PZ. But the position is not. Across the map. It's going to be a save call from House Bets. Maybe lucky to get an exit or two. Pretty successful round there for Rooster after a couple in a row they've lost. Trying to get the wall bang. There's no one there. 4 alive for Rooster, only 2 for House Bets, and they're back in the lead. 4 to 5 here on their map pick of Overpass. Not looking to be quite as easy as Nuke was. I'm sure that's very good news. House Bets. A bit more pushback here. Love to make it to Inferno. Lower bracket, this is it. Still no AWP back for Chelios. Could pose as a bit of a problem as the opponents of PZ has it. It's a gun that he struggled with at this event at the moment, but if he can put it to use, it's definitely going to be something that breaks Rooster apart. ASAP looking long, makes a bit of noise, not scared to do so. Shots rain through deep through Monster. Shot from PZ and a deep nade thrown Does a bit of damage onto Slimy. The other end along. Smoke could be utilized to make a bit of a push, expecting someone to be behind it. Terry is dead. PZ's rotated to cover off the bathroom. Very aggressive all play here. Slimy has fallen all the way back. It looks that Rooster are going to be taking the long rotate onto B as APOC shuts down ASAP. Helios, the call's been made. Shots through the smoke. APOC successful. There's another one there. Slimy onto drops. 2 on 4 here. They know where the finish is, and the Molotov has been thrown to deter it. Around the pillar is Helios dead. Vision closing it onto Slimy. And Housebets come back 5 to 5. They're not ready to let this one go yet. 4 guns carried over. Drock's the only man to fall. The AWP from PZ being enough of a deterrent over there on long to push them back the other way into stack. As we see the 11th. Both have stacked towards this B side. Gonna be a 4 on 4 here. Pushing through quick they are. Not a heavy buy, but Chelios does have an AWP. Can something be done with that? Because it's the only gun that looks to be alive at the moment. The Galilla's falling and the Galilla's fallen. Drox is low. He's aware that nothing's happening on the other side. And stuck is Drox. Gets away. Running out the clock. Rooster not able to get a single kill here on the 11th round. He's going to pose as some problems. Though, Damo falls. Slimy picks up vision. Towards the end there, you do actually lose a couple of players. Not what Housebets would have wanted, but it is definitely what Rooster were hoping for. Housebets back ahead of the game. Round 12, final of the half. Not a very confident buy out of Rooster, but Housebets are looking good. If they can convert 7 to 5, that's going to put them in the driver's seat to close off map 2. Chelios' AWP ringing out, shutting down the AWP of PZ, but APOC getting a bit keen, making ground. Misery keeping an eye out, does pick him up. He's the lone ranger there, lone wolf, only one there. Picks up an AK. Vision is dead. Rock's rotating A. And a very strong close for Rooster here. The end of the half. Surely you're thinking it'll be tied here at the end of it. As Damo's got something to say. Shot onto Chelios. That's the AWP dead. One of the AWP's dead. 2 more holding out. He's going to swing. He gets another onto Terry. But ASAP, as soon as possible, he shuts down the round. 6-6 at the end of the half. It's the closest we've seen from these two teams. Very successful recovery there from Helmspats. The second half we go. Can Rooster get another CT pistol round? If they can, would start. Not long before round game slips away. You lose a pistol round through Fountain. DT's on holding it. Very strong on the B. And A. Smoke's thrown. Slimy on the A side. Gonna hear that one come in. Flashes as well. Ball's going to be made to come back. Lots of footsteps. Picks up one and another from Chelios. Slimy with another and a third. And a fourth. Slimy is the only man you need here on the A side. I wouldn't even bother putting anyone else. One kill from Chelios as a consolation prize. Rooster picking up another pistol round. Makes that all 4 pistol rounds that they have converted. Now all house bets want to do is enjoy their time at the rave. All they're interested in. They're going to take a moment to have a chat, figure out what they want to do, figure out where they're going with the rest of the game, what's worked, what hasn't. Draining out the clock, not going to give the CTs anything except a bit of money in their back pocket when they eventually win the round. I'm certain they would be happy to welcome with very, very open arms. But they're off and away. The house bets, a bit of a slow one here. They've had their chat. Now they're excited. They're pushing up long. Chelios is there. And he hears them coming. Lots of footsteps. There's one, there's two. Doesn't get a third. Does have Slimy behind him to get the third and the fourth. And the fifth eventually converted as well. Slimy actually picked one that I thought Helios got. Another 4K for Slimy. Stats. Looking pretty solid. 8 kills from the last 2 rounds. Currently sitting 16 and 5. Topping the tables. Rooster converting yet another pistol round. Starting to show maybe why they picked this as their map. Because no one can get past them. Damo looks to get past the fountain. He does. Helios holding an angle on the wrong place to pick him out. No one going long at all. They could be sneaking up. The bathrooms here completely uncontested. As most of them will be. Rooster might want to pick up on this very quickly that they've left a big open hole onto the A side. House bets don't even need to shoot a bullet. They're on the side. Kelios picked this up a bit too late and the AWP is done. The AWP is down. That could be handed over to PZ if he feels like it. As Banks now held and the bomb goes down. A retake seeming almost impossible here. Unless they get lucky with a couple of kills, but looks unlikely as no one is near anybody. Will eventually pick up the AWP, but now everyone's running for their lives.
Terrorists win.
The 7th goes to house bets. Might be 0 out of 4 on the pistols, but 3rd or 4th round, that's where they find their success. Double flash. PZ's got the AWP. Bit of action on to B. Not going to find anyone on long. Contrary to the last round where Chelios was sitting there just a little bit too long. Learned his lesson. Now he's not sitting there at all. Finds his way back to party. Doesn't want to spoil it. Again, A site all but clear. Chelios sitting there again, but a lot deeper. Learned his lesson. Apoc's going to trade it. And the bomb's going to go down again. The CT's in much more of a likely position to get back around. Bomb goes down again. Maybe we might stick it this time. And we do. Nade unsuccessful. All but Tickles. Vision on to Terry. 4 and 3 now for the CTs. Rooster. Looking like once again they've made the call. Not worth the effort. Another smoke comes down. Seals the deal. And another tied game. 6-6 becomes 8-8. AWP stays on PZ. Chelios picks up his again. But Terry dropping to a FAMAS. Not the perfect buy. Misery fumbling some nades there. And a shot lands onto Damo. That might slow things down a little bit. Drox is pushing. And it means nothing. Slimy there, very successful. Bit of help from ASAP. AWP has been provided. But swapped back again. The AK now in the hands. Gonna have been spotted maybe by Damo. Doesn't want to take the fight because he's so low HP. So he falls back to Fountain. Not a lot of action happening here towards the closing stages of the round. Obviously, we want to just convert, carry our guns over.
Counter-terrorists win.
CT's itching to get a kill after time. That would upset them. Not a fan of how that round ended. Housebets want to have a chat. But the time for talking is over and the time for shooting is now. Stacked by on both sides. Rooster opting not to go for a double AWP. There was one down. They definitely had the option. Choosing not to. Slimy with a quick sprint towards the fountain. Runs back to spawn as quick as he left it. Damo gets a bit excited on the playground there. I'm not quite sure he's got his head in the game. Might explain map 1. Slow one again for house bets. Got the time and they really want to use it. One player loose here on Monster could meet the fate of the AWP. The majority reside over the other side of the map. Doors open, shot rings out, but they're not expecting him down there. Drox does trade back. Fortunately, only one comes through, but it's a quick rotate through to B. Pushing out through Monster. Heavy nade damage onto Drox is going to cost him a lot. Bomb is going down. Can they stop it? No, they cannot. Nade rings out deep. Takes a little bit of damage off Chelios. He's going to throw the Molotov. Does a bit of damage. Forces him out. Perry gets Damo. Gets Vision, PZ down, and the retake is successful for Rooster.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Double digits for Rooster. Familiar territory. Closing, generally not a problem for them either. Problem for house bets is winning rounds. But they're in a good position to do so once again. With the bomb going down, they have plenty of money. A bit of early damage onto PZ. Could go a long way. Shot rings out. Vision deep Monster. PZ with the AWP pushing party. Eager. Makes moves with the AWP. Slimy cautious of long. Has caught Chelios out in the past. But he's got Chelios deep with him. Free smoke to Monster. Good problems there. PZ takes down Chelios there. Traded back by Slimy. all there is on this side of the map. The call could be made that it's looking B. Very quiet over here. Pushing out Damo, caught out by ASAP. Do they keep pushing forward? He's the head of one more. Pushing the barrels, picks up. APOC with 2 more. ASAP and Misery dead as the bomb goes down. Slimy is in a 1v3 here. Vision low on HP. No nades to assist him, but coming through from the heavens. What can Slimy do? Lee joins. Lee joining for the 1v3 here. Spots one, is spotted. Can he get the shot? No, he can't. Everyone's running away. As another round goes to house bets. Slimy trying to grab one, pushing him. Not going to be that silly.
Terrorists win.
Vision getting far, far away. They're all the way back in the T-spawn. The bus doesn't have far to come and pick them up for round number 20. And we're off. Full buy for both teams. Head to head going to be coming through. Smoke from Damo pushes him through. Chelios up close. Picks up one. Needs the rock for some safety. Gets another. Damo dead. Third one close. PSV trades. The AWP is all for him. Does he want it? He sure as hell does. Slimy is deep. A lot of angles to cover now. Not sure what's happening. He's going to get from some assistance from Misery. Makes the rotate. ASAP. Going to be getting caught out, but it doesn't matter. Vision is quicker. There was 2 against him. Could have gotten the trade regardless. Better to get away with as many guns as possible. Rooster, 4 on 2 here. Driver's seat for the 20th round here, looking to get an 11th. As Misery taking down PZ, the AWP is down. Drox, the only man remaining. Is there anything he can do? Very likely not. Possibly going to be looking for another save. If he can get the AWP, he'll take it. There's no doubt about it. But with it dropped across the map, it's not looking likely. Nothing we can do but wait out the clock. 16 more seconds for Rooster to pick up their 11th round. It was looking a little bit worrying there. Towards the start.
Counter-terrorists win.
Close to Drox. They're not going to get him. Just miss him. How close was that? It's all a bit of software that makes the game look a bit better. Sometimes it's a bit slow. It's not the best option in the world, but it's an option. A bit cleaner, and it actually gives scores, a bit more statistics. We can see the previous map. Not a clue. Could not tell you the name of it. But it does look a lot better. The issue, if I click through too many people, it takes a second or two to actually update the name of the person we're watching. It can lag a little bit, but step in the right direction as we ride on board with Drock. perfect example there. Terry took a moment to show that we were watching Terry. That's a perfect example. Thank you. A lot of damage there to Drox. It's not a good way to start the 21st round. Now, the entire game is starting to lag a little bit. Chelios successful. ASAP onto Vision. Terry onto APOC. Terry onto Damo. And Terry onto PZ. A very quick 12th round, and that puts Rooster onto map and series point. Playing very confidently. Not scared to sit right on the edge of a smoke. Not scared to be pushing it either. 12-9. This tactical timeout is called by Rooster. They're close, but they've not got the cigar yet. Close, but no cigar, but they need the cigar. If Rooster can win this, that will see them to the lower bracket final. 27th of August. They have 2 whole weeks to prepare for their matchup against either Mind Freak or Dog. Currently being played on an alternate stream. If, however, House Bets can fall back, they'll see us to a 3rd map of Inferno, where the same story. The winner of that plays in 2 weeks' time. We're not worried about that. We're worried about the here and now. It's 12-9 as ASAP gets eager to push through underwater. There's a smoke on the door. There's an APOC pushing through the playground. ASAP finding Drox is a good way to start. ASAP onto Vision. And they think they have a gap in the timing. Housebet's looking keen to push onto A. APOC out the toilet, picked up by Chelios' Damo. And as is APOC, it is a 5v1 for PZ. Can he find anything? He can find one. Misery is dead. Has an AK. Deal with 73 HP. No one on B. Does have the bomb. Catch the timing and does. Chelios is dead, but he's shot in the back of the head. Terry picks up PZ. 13-9 is Rooster. Sees them through to the lower bracket final in 2 weeks' time. They're going to be playing up against either Mind Freak or Dog. Either of those teams. Mind Freak has won their first map. They're on the front seat. But this will be the end of House Bets. Unfortunately, after finding success through VRS, and their points, their success in all of the seasons, ESL Challenger League Season 50 comes to a close for them. But a massive congratulations to Rooster. $13 to 9, very good. Overpass, only the 2nd time it's been played. Ground Zero has never played it, and they find success. Fortunately, that sees them out. Rooster 2-0. Very solid effort there from Ground Zero. They've not played poor Counter-Strike. They just haven't played good enough. Mind Freak in the driver's seat to pick up against Dog. 13 to 11. It was a close game. Playing on Nuke. 3 to 2. Mind Freak falling behind. Invite you. Go watch the game. I think it's going to be good. Been casting the first 2 games from Mind Freak. They've played very good Counter-Strike with a win on Ground Zero. Not quite successful against Semperfi, but they weren't far off. 13-6, 13-7. The scoreline doesn't quite paint the best of pictures, but it was a good game. And they have played good Counter-Strike. So this shall be it for me. Thank you. I shall see you all later.